This is Deb Helfrich, hashtag Redheaded She-Hulk. I'm the founder of hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy Institute. And today we're going to talk about the problem with linearity, cause and effect, the sort of pervasive paradigm that things work left to right, top to bottom, bottom to top. I'm listening to a number of podcasters who I'm working to form strategic collaborations with in the future. And what I'm seeing is the violence of a flawed perception of meditation as a destination, not a tool that forms a bridge into empowered enlightenment. Now, meditation, again, separate out mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present. You can mindfully brush your teeth or write a novel or garden. You're doing things. Mindfulness accompanies things. Meditation is a zone of working to control your thoughts. I'm a natural meditator. I don't think I ever gave it up, being a very introverted, judged to be shy, even though I was just silent, observing, noticing, being mindful about the world around me as a philosopher. Meditation has now become this thing where I'm hearing everyone say that the external environment means nada. And it's all about controlling our responses, controlling our internal environment, changing our emotions, seeing things differently. There is certainly a realm of life in which that is the case. For most people who operate by the rules of our society, that may seem to be like literally the keys to the kingdom. Well, what happens once you get comfortable with meditation, in which, again, if Richie Davidson could invite me to his lab where he's been doing the brain scans of all the monks and everything, I can ask a few philosophical questions. I'm quite certain the monks will agree with me. Meditation is a technology to teach us to come out of beta down into low alpha theta cusp. 7.83, the Schumann resonance, is this sort of bridge in the frequency of our neuronal activity that has us in a much more calm, meditative theta brainwave state, which is fully embodied. It is a more calm, measured way. It is the preferred brain state of TED Talks. In this I'm a rational, fully composed human who has thought long and hard and polished this speech. I have so much privilege that I can invest weeks of pro bono polishing to talk to you and make it appear as though I'm completely in control. There's a place, but life is not a TED Talk. The chaos of 2020 is not going to be resolved by any TED Talks. It's about getting into theta, being in our authentic selves, being full of love for humanity, being ready to go, and then going hashtag redheaded She-Hulk, getting up in our gamma brainwaves. That's right, gamma radiation, the real serious, like scientific notation, electromagnetic spectrum realm. That's what supposedly caused Bruce Banner to go all hulkish. Well, let me tell you something. The She-Hulk is green with heart chakra, fully embodied, loving gamma brainwave energy. It's like full-on amplitude. It's often called a Kundalini awakening. Some people consider it spiritual, but it is a state of being alive that I've learned how to surf day in and day out since I turned 50 in March 2019. This is now 20 months in this capacity to be perfectly happy to be in public, tremoring my hands off over here. This is processing my childhood neglect of needing to be But what life is about is the childlike glee of creation. This is the difference. And through a really seriously robust technology of handheld electricity generation, I have learned to really be able to play with that clutch of meditation, bring my mind down into theta, so that I know that I am doing my best for the interconnected collective. And what the collective needs from me is to point out that privilege blames the individual. And this is just as prevalent in the spiritual community, in the white guys who consider themselves enlightened. They're still back to blaming the individual when it is the 500 years of human civilization under the twins of capitalism and racism. Capitalism is not only not the most optimal economic system, it only won because it enslaved not just fully melanated humans in a heinous way. That's obviously its legacy. But think about the enslavement of calling pregnancy a disability and demanding women come back to work in weeks, leaving an infant who's dependent on breast milk to fend for itself while its mother is yoked back into cubicle captivity. Corporatism is elitism. And it is heinously ready for some serious brain power to figure out how to build a collaborative, creative economy that frees human life force to be able to have a roof over its head, all these basic needs met, for giving our special sauce to the world. That's what's important. I even did a little bit of, feeding the world sort of physical embodiment. Because it matters right now that we stop having everything that we say, blame individuals ad nauseum, when individuals are only becoming angry and judgmental because the system teaches them that's the only way they have a chance. All right, y'all. Meditation is a clutch. You have to learn that skill to be ordered to manage your brainwaves. But it is not a destination. It is a tool that you need that's supposed to then open you up after you've done sufficient self-reflection to be able to go back out in the world and consciously create from gamma brainwaves, from the full energy of being exactly who your soul is here to express. Happy end of 2020, y'all. I'm looking for your support in 2021. Just shout out my YouTube channel, will you not? There's 150 to 200 of these live streams up. There is content that will evolutionize how you think about being a human in 2021 in your own best interest so that you can get fit enough, mentally fit enough to be able to pull apart all this brokenness and start solutioning. That's my wish for you, my wish for every human. That we raise the LCTQ, the life-centric thinking quotient of all 7.8 billion people. I'd love to start with Africa. If somebody would like to invite me to come be part of any organization with a life-centric mission, I'm ready to come to Africa. I'm ready to come to the Caribbean. I'm ready to sit right the fuck where I am and have lovely conversations with Africans. People cross the fact that the whole world is the African diaspora. That's what I'm going to leave you with. My message as this very pale person is that we're all Africans ancestrally. This is Deb Helfrich. Here's to the end of 2020, and here's to just astounding shifts in 2021. Harmony, love. Then you get peace.